Factory Town, the usual, jump right in. Yesterday, we were about to start making metal assembly lines. A couple of things I've realized is that I have incorrectly calculated the number of gears that I will need, so I'll want to rework the system, but also something that I thought was a little odd, and I'm like, you know what, I never finished my research, and there's a good reason for that. My schools are out of writing materials, and the reason they're out of writing materials is because I converted my pasture into manure. So, I need to change it back to leather if I want to actually make books and finish my research. So, we'll actually be able to finish research now, which will be nice. I'll finish Mana Transmission and then hopefully unlock some other things. Yeah, it looks like I will. Well, I'll unlock one thing that I can research. The rest of this stuff all's gonna take purple coins, which I ain't gotten into them purple coins. Interesting. Okay, anyway, back to the assembly line factory. So, I did my math wrong. I need 6 gears in 12 seconds. I am only producing 3 gears in 10 seconds, but, you know, effectively 12 seconds. So I need... Is 5 going to be enough then, I guess? Let me think. So... 6 over 12 is equal to x over 10, so... Okay, yes, 5 should meet that demand. I guess here, let me... Yeah, because 5 times 1.2 is 6. Okay. But I will need to modify this infrastructure then, because this is not designed to output things evenly. So I'm going to have to figure this out. Honestly, the easiest solution will probably just be building a barn and pulling from the barn. So that's what I'm going to do. I guess I don't really need these to be on a stone platform now, but I'm dedicated. I like their stone platform. Okay, gear. Excuse me? Gear. Yes, gears. What do iron wheels do other than sell for gadgets? I feel like I should make iron wheels, but I do not know. Might not be worth it. Okay. So, now, to get all of this to where it needs to be. Barn. I guess I could put the barn like in the middle right here. That's probably the best idea. So there's a tree where I want to build my support beam. I'll definitely want to be on the 3rd level. Fourth level. Because these are all raised by 1. Okay, so a barn. I needed to input. I haven't done this, I haven't quite thought this out. I do need it to be spaced 1 block further out so I can actually get it into this machine shop. I mean, I could feed it over, but that's a little excessive. I guess I'll delete these trees then, because they're just going to get in my way and make life difficult. Goodbye, trees. Okay. You know, I'll anchor it to the earth with stone. There we go. Now we can put a barn down. And then it'll need 3 outputs. Oh, there we go. See, I've already unlocked the Mana Transmission immediately after, actually, like, you know... Okay, Mana Transmission. Mana crystals can be sent long distances via ethereal mana pipes. A mana transmitter will send them into a pipe network, and a receiver will return piped items back to their physical form. Neat. Sounds cool. But that also means I can begin research again on mana power. Ooh, and this is how you unlock the enchanter. Make all sorts of cool things. Okay. So the 3 of these here. 1, 2, 3. And this will have the added benefit of ensuring that things are being outputted at a high rate. I guess I'll filter these to be gears just in case I accidentally pipe the wrong thing in here. Okay, gears. Now, I need to feed all of these into the barn. The way that I set this up, this can automatically feed from here, and this from there. But then the rest will have to be piped in. Not really piped, but you get the idea. Guess I'll delete these trees, same issue as previously, except that tree is invulnerable. There we go. So, I'll probably want, well, I mean, I guess I can't really go low. I have to make them meet up with this. But I guess if I, yeah, because then I can still fit assembly lines underneath it if I need to, which I might. Because I'll actually have to fuel these with coal, not coal, iron. Okay, so I want 3 unique lines. This isn't necessarily required, but it will improve the overall output. I guess, do I really care about having 3 lines? Sure. It'll make it... it'll scale better as my happiness increases. Okay, that's not where I wanted that. Put that there. So already throw assembly lines down. It's not the most beautiful looking thing, but it gets the job done. Okay, so that is one facet of this. Now I need to fill these with iron plates. So I need 5 iron plates in 12 seconds. What is the rate of a forge? Are these meeting demand? These appear to be meeting demand. Well, no, they aren't. Neither is this, because I can't, for whatever reason, seem to get enough of these through. I think this is also too high for me to... Okay. So, let me attempt to resolve this issue by improving efficiency. Oh, it's full. That's gonna feel bad to delete. Oh. You gotta do what you gotta do. So if I lower the silo, I can then... It's now low enough that I can... No, it's still not low enough. Okay. Is it low enough? Yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. Then I have 1 feed in here. And then 1 line feed above it. And voila. And then I kind of have to repeat this on the other ones. So let me see. This should now actually meet demand because it is able to push everything through it as quickly as possible. And hopefully we'll see a faster output of rails, although I guess the actual planks is going to be another limiting factor. This one right here is causing a lot of issues. So let me just preemptively right now stop both of these and do what I did with the other one. This needs to be raised 1 level if I'm going to do that. So delete that. I guess I'll delete that and this. Okay, because it needs to be up by 1 level. And a conveyor, and a grabber, because I won't need a grabber. Then I need to do that, and I need to do this, and rebuild that, and throw another splitter on it. That's a barn, or a forge, I don't even know what I grabbed, but it wasn't what I wanted. Okay. Build the forge here. Shit, I don't remember what it was making. I think it was making plates. Okay. So, delete these grabbers. These are no longer going to be on ramps. Everything is now flat and has 2 layers coming out of it. Should all work correctly. So that there, yes. And without having to modify the line too much. Now, this one's up higher, isn't it? Doesn't need to be though. So this should be good. Oh yeah, because these are technically my lower line. Oh yeah, so then just need 1 scaffold there, and then the line will still be in the air, it just won't be as in the air. Okay. So put that there, put the silo down, build the line on top of it. I guess I'll make sure I work out and then move back in, otherwise I'm gonna have a hard time seeing everything. Okay, so 1 block down, and that way, that way. I can go out, this one will need a grabber. And build a layer above it. Beautiful. And repeat, as below, so above, the opposite of the phrase. Whoops. Okay. Oop, I missed one. Now grabbers. Okay, this should improve some of my throughput issues. Hello, Marmee. How's it going? There we go. Now we're meeting demand. Might run into the same problem with the coal as well, but I can't fix that as easily. Yeah, we're doing fine. It'll deal. Okay. And this doesn't have anything in it. These don't. Okay, so one of these is full. Very good. Just chilled. How about me? I'm in a wild panic frenzy to get all my stuff done correctly. JK, but not actually JK. Meeting demand on this front. Yes. Still meeting demand. No, I need more mines. I'm using all of my iron from this source. Oh jeez. Oh, I see. You didn't just like come out of the freezer or something? I did not set this up in a expansion friendly way. How do I get this line here without deleting things? I think the answer is you don't. So I'll delete this, delete this, I guess. Rebuild my mine, but put it right here. Got him. Get wrecked by autocorrect. that this has been expanded, it should meet demand. Don't need a grabber there, but I'll put one just in case. Oh, no frowny face. No frowny face. How did I unlock? Oh, duh. Okay, I need to set this to only collect. I guess I'll place some more iron ore just so it'll look nice. Man, I've unlocked pipes. Why does it take... Oh, it's a connector. I was gonna say, why does it take 4 pipes to make a pipe? But it's a special type of pipe. Okay, iron. It takes a lot of money to place. Gold. Okay, hopefully we'll see some increased throughput now. Still not wildly confident on this, and this is artificial because these will run out. So I can't really... Oh, well, this might be part of it. This is collecting incorrect resources. And then it's jammed up my entire line. Damn it. No, delete the coal. Let me filter this building. Iron only. I forgot that you can filter barns. Where's iron? It's right there. Okay. Oh, this is real bad. Because of course there are assembly lines under my assembly lines. Damn it. Okay, so it looks okay. There's one that I need to get rid of right there. Is the rest of the line jammed up, or are we okay? I think we're okay. I guess I should realize that I have to refill these silos as well, so that's partly why I might not be meeting demand right now. I think we'll be okay. How are these guys doing right here? They are not getting all of the resources that they need. Or it is not. It is the only thing. That probably needs to be fixed. Good thing I have another line right here that I can feed it from, question mark. Yeah, because I got coal going above it, so I can't really do it that way. Yeah, sure. Isn't like the smartest way to go about doing this, but it's what I'm gonna do. Because it solved my problem and it solves it right now. There we go. So now we should see better throughput on the axes, which will in turn make my people happy. Because yeah, I'm not really meeting the need right now. It kind of fluctuates. And how are these doing? These are also not meeting need. This is backed up. I'm sure they're all backed up. How do I get more resources out of here? Other than like using just a network of barns, I guess? Honestly, that might be the solution, because all of these are backed up. I guess I will deactivate these grabbers, and then I will upgrade all of these silos to barns. Once they've completely fed out, I don't want to mess up the infrastructure. And then I can have more lines. Okay. This is almost empty. I guess I can just build the lines preemptively. The throughput's going to be insane. I should probably filter these to only accept wood so we don't keep running into the same problems. I'll actually center this, so I'll delete this row right here. Okay. Barn into a barn with 6 channels feeding out of it. At this point I can probably turn these back on. It'll solve itself in due time. Man, look at that. That's ridiculous. I'm probably going to want to change this whole setup too, so that I can have 2 lines feeding from the barn for each thing. Yeah, the way I've done it right now made a little bit of sense, I guess, because it allowed me to get away with not having to, or it allowed me to put these over top of each other, but I don't think it's going to work in the long run. Okay, so this is empty, so I can delete this now. I don't even need to have that there. That was just, I don't know what that was. How's this one doing? This one's almost empty, okay. Interesting, this is going to... I might want to reroute this whole system. Because, granted, this cotton barn is in the way. I guess I will move it all over ever so slightly. Oh, hold on, don't I have a barn that's literally just doing nothing right now? Okay, yep, I do. Alright, I'll just delete this, and I will build a secondary barn floating in the sky. And that secondary barn will take the extra stuff. I guess I want to do it in a way, well, this is not going to be a high demand system. I don't even know why I'm concerned. Because I think the time in which I am using cloth from a shared inventory is very limited. The only time I can think of is when I am actually building new houses, which doesn't happen very frequently. So I don't need to worry about this being like, oh no, my throughput. No, it'll be fine. Okay. Grabber, and put a pusher, because on the off chance it matters. Okay, so now that that's gone, I can turn this direction, and then I don't have to worry about running into my berry farm. My whole system is empty now, so I'll just delete it. And then it also has the added benefit of being relatively self-distributing, which will be a nice benefit. I don't have to fill around with a whole bunch of splitters and whatnot. Okay. Delete, delete, delete. Alright, beautiful. And sorry, cotton and tree, but you have positioned yourself in a place that I have deemed unworthy, and you too, you little piece of grain, you will now meet an unfortunate demise for your decision to exist in that location. Alright. Hook this up with 6 channels. So also, hilariously enough, add to my shared inventory of wood, because I'll probably end up stockpiling a lot of it unintentionally. I did not place my grabbers first, and that was a mistake. Okay, there we go. Now you're gonna have to go back and change things every so often. I just didn't think that I'd get to a point where my solution was just channels. I guess what we were talking about railroads yesterday, perhaps I should have considered thinking about that, but That didn't cross my mind until now, so it's not happening. How do I want to do this? Probably have a silo as kind of like my backup last point of entry. I mean, on these ones I'll have to use a silo anyway because it'll turn. Okay. So a silo here, here, and one there, just for the sake of it. Feed my bottom line in. Oops. Okay, and I forgot the scaffold there. Two chutes there, one chute here, one chute here. Now I need grabbers. And I should set the filters on these as well. That one take, alright, it did take. Neat. Okay, so the bottom ones all feed on their own, so I don't need grabbers on the bottom. Second layer. Very nice. Shoot. 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 Bang, bang, bang. Grabber. Okay, so now we should see substantially improved performance from these systems. Oh, look at those logs go. Oh, that's fun to watch. I like that. And we should start seeing the lumber mills fill up in no time, and they are. They are now going to hopefully meet demand. And we will sell all of them to the various villagers. You see, it takes it 4 seconds to eat a log, to eat a plank. Okay. Alright, so now that that's all good, things are flowing. These will start to back up. They aren't actually interesting. It's just the initial backlog. I mean, I guess that is ideal, as long as the system itself isn't jammed. Then we're working at efficiency, I suppose. Okay. How's this? How are my schools doing? They're 2/3 of the way done. How's this system doing? Got plenty of bricks. Got plenty of crystals. Squirt Burger, when did I follow this? You followed me a long time ago, I think. In fact, so long ago that I don't know when you followed me. I'm sorry, Squirt Burger. Realm of the Mad God, I feel like I saw you in there. But maybe not. Oh shit, I'm out of red coins. Fucking panic. Okay. November 2016. Yeah, my date log doesn't go back. Yes, Realm. Bad things are about to happen because I am out of money. So let's see. When I run out of money, all of my mines will shut down and all of my foresters will shut down. Cool. Okay. What is a good source of red coins? Meat is, but I'm already fulfilling my meat demand, so I can't do anything about that. What else is a good source of red coins? Fruit jam is, but should consider investing in veggie stew, but definitely not right now. I know I need to make butter. It's not worth a lot of red coins though, which sucks. Cloth, shirts. Shirts are worth red coins, so shirts are what I need to make. This is non-negotiable. Okay, pause the game. Gonna need to build cotton farms. Gonna need to make lots of shirts. It's gonna be a sweatshop up in here. Okay, so a shirt requires, where is a kitchen? A workshop. That is what I need. A workshop can produce X number of shirts. One shirt every 4 seconds. That's an amount of time that I can handle. So 2 cloth. So this will actually be a really small setup as well, which is nice. So I just need 2 workshops processing cotton. And 1 farm can produce enough for 1 workshop. So I need 2 farms, 2 processing, a third to make the shirt, and then I have to pump it in there. So that's actually that's a small setup, which is nice. I will just kind of copy what's going on here. And then hopefully I'll be able to recover. How do I, like... I guess realistically I could shut down these foresters because they are requiring red coins to function, and I don't need this many wagon wheels. I don't know, we'll cross that bridge later. Deal with the problem now and then go from there. Plant cotton. Yeah, I had like 30,000 red coins and just stopped paying attention and they all disappear. Cotton. Build the workshops above them. Okay. How high up did that need to be? Right there. So let's see what we've got. Output, silo, input, and then repeat it on this side as well. Oops. Drop that there. Silo. I guess I'll just have it point in so I don't accidentally mess it up. Shoot. Put those down. Get some grabbers. It takes red coins to place grabbers. Fuck. Okay. So, my solution. I don't know what my solution is going to be. My solution is to turn off my mines for a short period of time and hope that I can garner enough red coins to build my red coin factory. Oh no. Oh, they're just getting inhaled. Not like turning a profit on any front, really. I can't shut down the coal mines because the coal mines are fueling my meat. I guess I don't have to be good about it, I just have to pause the game when I have above 10. Which will hopefully happen at some point. Doesn't seem to be happening. Hello? Hello, red coins? Hello? Okay, I guess I'll... Honestly, this system has to go. This is... Even though it's making my people happy, it is a waste of red coins. And it's a waste of red coins that I can't handle. I guess I don't need to destroy it, I'll just deactivate it for now and hope that things get better. Okay, I have 11 red coins. I can purchase 1 out of the 4 grabbers I need. I guess if I just spam click, that's probably easier than trying to pause the game. Yep. Who would have thought? Okay, so this system's offline, and is wasting a lot of space. Nothing from that resource category sells for blue coins, does it? Or red coins, rather, except for stone bricks, but stone bricks cost red coins to make them automatically, at least. So I can't really justify that. I don't don't know if I really have to delete this line to get my resources to the general store. It should be fine right now, so I guess I'll spare it for now, especially because I just upgraded it. Okay, I'm turning a profit, so I can at least turn my mines back on and watch my profits immediately go away. But these mines are important because they're doing a lot of stuff, making many items. And to be fair, the demand will go down once I actually finish filling this. Why am I not... Where is this jammed up? Because things aren't making it where they need to make it. It's outputting, it's going there, it's going there, it's going... Should be going into here, but it isn't making it that far. Like, one of these is... Okay, so this one's filling up. This one's filling up because it is pointing in the wrong direction. Okay. That'll work. These... Oh, stone... Oh shit, it doesn't... Okay. Okay. Change of plans. Change the plans, everyone. Stones take gold. They do not take red coins. So, I can rework this system using a shit ton of mines and turn it into stones. Okay, where's the stonemason? Right here. 2, 3. Crisis sort of averted. I will need to change this whole setup a little bit. Filter it to stone. But honestly, I can probably just build it right here. And get there, and got there, we'll get there eventually. What a panic. So the ratio of gold to red coin is going to be pretty bad. It's going to be 4 gold coins per red coin, but I'm not really spending my gold on anything. I don't think stone is the only thing I'm doing right now that costs coins per operation. Okay, can I delete this? I can. Can I 7 it? I can, which is much faster. How does this work if I do that? Okay, that'll work. Neat. Okay, so now I need, in order to fulfill, I need 12 mines. I don't think I can build that many mines. I don't think I have enough sturdy planks. Take 50. Okay, and I do, never mind. I misinterpreted my supply. Just barely, but I can do it. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. Do I really want to go that hard? Do I really want to go that hard? Because that's pretty hard to go. Yeah, I do. 5. Okay, I guess I can't fit all of them in one row, so I'll do 3 rows. Oops. It's gonna make my shirt assembly line a little harder to feed in, but it'll be fine. I was correct in that I don't have enough. Well, what's the problem? What am I missing? What don't I have enough of? I have enough rails, I have enough of these. Why aren't you letting me place it? Okay. I mean, 10's a good start. I shouldn't not start it just because it's not all of them. Just to be responsible, make sure to set it to only stone. This is probably a waste of workers, because what, this whole system's gonna take 15 workers to only produce a little bit of red coin, but it's something to deal with later if I feel like dealing with it. And I mean, later down the line, I'll be able to scale back a lot of systems to still meet demand, but I want to wait till I have 100 houses before I say I can do that. because right now I only have 40, so that's a pretty big difference. Okay, let me place the stones. Farming. Place stone. Stones require red coins. Okay, if I place one here, how many mines does it reach? I don't think I'm ever gonna hit the 20 to place this one. No. No. Okay. Well, turn these guys off again. That's 5 right there. Honestly, I'm gonna turn off these workshops. Which should cause my... It is interesting, they're telling me they don't have any backlog. How do they not have any backlog? They don't have anything in them. Okay, so they're actually outputting. I'm gonna turn off these workshops, which will indirectly disable these after a short while. And I might just tear a lot of this down at some point anyway, because it's just more than I need, more than I can use. It's not worth. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get the rest of the sturdy planks. Farming. Place stone. Place stone here. Apparently this singular stone can be reached by every one of these mines. And it only takes one because they're bugged. I feel really bad about that though, like I don't feel good about just having one shitty little rock just being assaulted by all of the different mines. Okay, I'll make a couple of shitty rocks. There, beautiful little pebbles. Put them in the water and waste my red coins. But at least it's aesthetic. Okay. So, now I need to actually do something with the stone that these produce. I didn't really think about that when I was placing these. Okay. So the barn. I can really only feed it from 2 sides. I guess these take 4 seconds. So I might be able to, no, I can't really have them share a line. I need 1 line per thing. I need to rework this. But how? So I can definitely have... What's my best course at? What's the best route? Oh man, I finished researching. Now I have mana power. Mana crystals store mysterious energy. Can be used to power sources for advanced recipes. Attach a mana connector to a building, then use mana pipes to send crystals to the connector. You can recharge them. Interesting. I am assuming, good night, Marnie. I am assuming that I need, probably need that set up in order to utilize, what is it, an enchanter, one would think. What is this? Elemental extraction. Bye! Okay, so I don't need that one right now. How do I solve this problem? Because normally I'd build vertically, but that's not really an option. I guess each one of these can feed into its own silo, and that gives me more freedom as to how I maneuver it. But everything has to get into this barn somehow, which is not filtered to the correct resource. I want to figure this out before I get my clothes going, because my clothes is going to go over top of this, probably. So I can do silos on this side. I could do silos on this side, but I do run into this, but it might be the best route. So let me do that. Everything will have a silo in front of it at the highest possible height. I wanted to be a little cheeky with my design, but it's not really gonna work. Okay, throw this down. Now I've got an actual workspace. And then I need a third line. I guess really is just the best to put it behind it, I suppose. I guess I'll rotate all of these so they're facing their line. No, don't research, rotate. Okay. Alright, now I can work with this. This I can work with. Could have barns feeding into barns, and it's probably not the best course of action. Although it might be what I have to do, because otherwise this is a puzzle that I have unnecessarily forced myself into. Because I need, let's see, I need two lines. I guess that's the problem. Otherwise I'm going to hit a capacity pretty quickly. Now I guess I'll place these while I'm thinking about it, and then I can more accurately build my system. I could build this higher up, but then I still need to get it down the chutes. I guess that's my solution, is have it build this 3 blocks higher, build 3 ramps downwards, and then have silos so that it doesn't get jammed up. Okay. And I guess I'll put the barn right here instead of further back, because I don't need it to be further back. There we go. Put that there, and then just have a wave of chutes coming out of it. Okay, and then silos. Let me put the grabbers before I put the silos while I can still reach them from one side. Grabber, grabber. I need to put grabbers on the bottom. Duh. Okay. Throw that down. Boom, boom, boom. Do this. Honestly, I could just do a barn into a barn, but I'm committed at this point. Remember correctly, this works. This doesn't work. It works, but not like very well. Okay. You can make it work, just not nicely. Should actually work. I guess we won't really see till I get this hooked up, but I'm confident in it. So now silos for each of these. I guess that's the main issue, is the input is feeding into... It's going to have an impact on the throughput. Okay, whatever. So these will be the inputs from the mines. And then the last one can have additional throughput because it's accessible. Wrong direction for the grabber. Okay. And build above it. And have extra chutes above it with grabbers on them that will feed it down the line. And hopefully things won't bump into each other too much. Honestly, did I do barns into barns, I think that's my best solution. Okay. Big old platform for all my barns. I can't put this here because there's stuff in the way, which is unfortunate because this is gonna throw a wrench into all my plans. How do I solve this problem? I don't really need to because it's only one line. Okay. That's the best solution, the don't have to solution. Okay. So I'm gonna just repeat what I did here and unpause the game and hope it works. Is there a way that this can be improved? Like I want there to be, but I don't know that there is. Yeah. Didn't set it up well, but it'll help solve a problem, and then once I get the rest of the shirt factory set up, that'll help solve another problem, and life will be good. I didn't finish hooking this barn up to the other barn, which I'm sure I would come back to this later and be like, why isn't it working? I don't understand what happened. Because that's what I do. Alright. Throw grabbers down on all these. Yeah, this is gonna cause problems, or I can tell already because I'm pretty sure I'm trying to push through one item per second, which is not, the chutes can't go that fast. I guess I'll find out. Or at the very least, this is the best I can do. With the way that I've built things, so I will have to suffer my own consequences. Or if worse comes to worse and I just absolutely can't push that much product through, I can destroy things and salvage the infrastructure. Okay, those are all good. One, 2, 3, 4. Block, block, block. And place the chutes on all of these upper layers. That'll connect the silos together. Okay. Interestingly, I might, if I need to rework this. I might be able to use the silos as something of a network to kind of work off of each other. Because I guess at this height, they can reach. I could build a second path. Guess we'll see if it ends up being necessary. I'll watch all of these as they flow down through them. They're going to be artificially backed up right now, so it's hard to say right now how accurate it really is. But these are going to be our critical points, because this has 2 outputs, so these ones should be fine, but these ones right here are going to be what jam up. You should start seeing bricks come through, start seeing coins getting generated, a bunch of 1s and 2s. Well, the 1s are from the stone. That's beside the point. And then these are making them as quickly as they can, for the most part, except not really. So, I think the way to solve this is to fill up this barn. Not sure it's actually going to solve anything. I can't like turn the barn off and say, barn, stop barning. So I guess this is just where we'll be for now. Alright. Whatever. Okay, so schools are offline. They can't do nothing right now. They require purple coins, of which I have exactly 0. Ignore them. Turn my mines back on. No, I need to wait until I have responsibly finished building my clothes factory before I re-enable my mines. Honestly, like, I'm not even sure if 2 is gonna cut it, but I can expand it later if I need to, because my demand will go up, but also my tools to improve throughput will go up. Workshop. Set it to cloth. Alright. Then take the cloth, bring it to another workshop. Can be real cheeky and funnel it over this one actually. And I don't have to go as far with it. Is that's not right. Whatever. Have them both feed into a silo. I guess I can manufacture it closer to its point of sale, or at least in a better location than where it currently can access, like maybe like right here. Okay, conveyors, covered all of them. Conveyors. 1, 2, 1, 2, silo. I'm gonna ramp it. I'm gonna ramp it. Beautiful. I don't actually know if ramps have any impact on your speed, because if they do, then this is a dumb idea and I shouldn't build a ramp, but I'm building a ramp. Look like it's going the same speed. So, can lower this height dramatically by utilizing another silo. And then from there, I should be able to feed it into a, what are they called? Workshop that is on the ground. Whoa, I can drag things. I can drag things! Yeah, I actually saw this in the patch notes. You can now drag to get a single worker, and they will shortly be implementing, I don't know if it'll be shortly, they plan to implement multi-worker drag select, which is a feature that people have been asking for, and that's pretty neat. So it's good to see the developer is listening to the desires of the players. Okay, are these bottlenecking anywhere? Of course they are. This one's bottlenecking because it's the only one that's getting anything. I guess that's a problem that'll sort itself out eventually. Let's actually finish building before I get distracted again. Okay. Probably shouldn't have destroyed all of that, but I don't think it'll matter. I mean, this is just to keep my stocks high of wheat. It doesn't serve a real purpose. This will make shirts. Cool. Okay, and then I need to feed this to here. Can go underneath here. And then cut through all the trees. Bye, trees. I'll miss you. Wow, look at all those shirts. Beautiful. Okay, so now I should start seeing some more red coins. I will turn back on my mines, which are... everything is just fallen to a standstill, and hope that this is sufficient in meeting my demand, since my demand is going to be very high in the not too distant future when I go to turn on all of these machine shops. Oh, good lord. I guess let me look at what other things are worth red coins. I guess I should sort by value type. I guess I don't really want that. Bandages are worth red coins. Yeah, I'm not even... I'm missing the ball on that whole category. I don't have anything selling for that type right now. I have, yeah, let's make some poultice. We'll make some medical wraps. How do you make a medical wrap? I can only imagine it's going to be very expensive, since it shares the position with Fire Ring. I know I unlocked something called a health potion. Perhaps that's how you make them, but I don't know. I guess let me put down an enchanter, because I unlocked it, and I'm sure it has plenty of recipes I need to investigate. Okay. Throw this over here for now. So, to make health potions with 2 mana power, 6 seconds, and I need fruit juice and remedies. I do have excess fruit juice, but I don't have anything making remedies, and I don't have infrastructure for words that are difficult. I don't have any infrastructure for these 4 mana power. I can make enchanted books, which interestingly enough are sellable, whereas regular books are not. But I know they can also be used for research purposes. I can upgrade this to a magic robe. And let me look down here. There's a whole bunch of things here too as well. Spell books. I don't really need any of those. Crowns are worth unlocking. How do you unlock crowns? Requires air purification. Because I know you need crowns, and I think it was necklaces to upgrade the base again. But it seems to be a bit further off than I was anticipating. We do appear to at least be meeting demand right now. Holy shit, look at how fast the 1 iron block is going. It's like, ye fucking ha. Okay, it's gonna take these a while to get back up to speed and meet demand on all of these. Yeah, that one's filling up, and then... yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take a while. But, we've got nothing. That's all we got is time. Okay. But the shirts are working, right? I didn't just, like, go away from this assembly line and then suddenly it broke. Okay, yeah, they're basically meeting demand. No, they're not. This is not outputting quickly. God damn it. Okay. What did I do here? There's 2 cloth in 4 seconds of time. So it's just that this silo sucks at being a silo. So I actually need 1 to go over, but I need to lower this silo down, and then I can have 1 path going under as well. But I'm basically gonna have to rip this whole thing out because I didn't design it in a way that I could easily access it from underneath. Okay, so first and foremost, the bottom path. Which is... oh, I have to sneeze. Must resist the urge to sneeze. Okay, there we go. So that's there. I guess I'll delete this even though it's full. And is that going to work? Yes, it is receiving items. Food. So conveyor here, and then build above it. And I need a conveyor coming out of this. Same premise here. Ramp it. And build the old, or the new old conveyor. And we should start seeing throughput. And I guess for the sake of ensuring this doesn't become a bottleneck, I'll build a second line off of it. Sure, yeah. I don't even need to do this. Yeah. I just have to make these assembly lines go down. Let's see, I can have... delete this wheat. And I can have a ramp. And that. I guess I'll build this first. I think this will work. Ramp might not be able to go to that. I guess let me watch it to make sure it actually, like, goes into the thing. Okay, it does. What did it build? I haven't seen that. Oh, it's just, like, the weird shape of the conveyor. Okay, so that'll work. And I need to build the other one. It's just gonna be tough to get. I guess I'll pre-build some of the scaffolding to use as, like, a connection point. That there, that there, that there. Perfect. I can do that and then just artificially reinforce it. I cannot connect it to anything. There we go. This is the wonkiest looking fucking scaffold bullshit. But it matters to me. Okay. Now we should start seeing this run at maximum capacity. Or as close to it as possible. Maybe the... no, it isn't being held up because of the ramp. It just like sits and has to take a second before it can figure out its life. Why are these still outproducing it though? I don't understand. 410. Everything's at 410%. IDK. The only other real solution I could think of is feed directly from both workshops instead of using a silo as a intermediary, although because the silo is still getting filled. And that means it is able to push it out of the workshop faster than it can do its thing. Need to build another line to input its hand axes in. It looks like they're also backed up. But this will be an easy fix. I just have to rotate one of them. Is it an easy fix? Yes. Okay. Okay, that should work now. As a result, we will better meet our tool demand. Yes, no, why are you not outputting? Is this on a different level? It is on a different level, it's one lower. Okay, there we go. Yeah. These guys are still running around doing their thing. They will for a little while at least, till all that stone is consumed. How are the mines? Have the mines caught up at all? Oh, this is now empty. Just doing their thing. They are at least meeting demand on most things. They're meeting the demand on the important part. Or is this just, oh, because this is outputting, alright. And this is just, has a shortage of planks, I guess. But that's gonna happen, so. And it sees less demand anyway, so it should be fine. Shirts. This is steadily increasing not capacity. I guess my only real solution is to feed from each machine directly. Or each thing. What are they called? Workshop. Damn it. I don't think I meant to delete one of those. So I need that there. Honestly, let me just delete all this scaffold in the middle real quick. Oh no, I fucked up all my things. It's all broken, because I don't, yeah, it's not gonna let me shit. I broke it all. Okay, so this is one. This, I guess, will be from this one. This will get its own line. This still needs to have the thing going through it. And I guess, I think I had it in the wrong spot before. It's a bit of an issue. But it is now solved. Okay. And then this one. Go around the barn. Yeah. Just need to turn the barn so I don't accidentally run into it. And I can still kind of mimic the system I have over here without causing problems. Because I can build over this. And that is what I intend on doing. I guess I'll have to go down after I go over. Okay. So 2 silos. Nope. You there and you there. There we go. Do that. I guess I'll ramp again, just for consistency's sake. Because it'll look nice. Even though I don't really know if that's an accurate statement. But I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. You can't stop me, Twitch chat. Okay. Alright. Now conveyor. Conveyor. And hopefully we should see optimal throughput now. Unless these literally can't output at that rate. I am exceeding the the IO capabilities of cloth conveyors. Whatever, I'm done with it. I'll refactor it eventually. My tool demand is better being met now, which is good. Okay, so potions, bandages, spell books are all things that the apothecary is willing to sell. Antidote is a potion. Remedy is a potion. All these sell for blue or purple coins, though. I mean, antidote looks good, I don't know. Salves, spell books, I can't really make yet, so that's beside the point. What about specialty goods? Have I been neglecting specialty goods? Purple. This all requires enchanter. Yeah, I can't do any of this stuff yet. Okay, I'll ignore that. Oh my gosh, look at how fast they go. They're just sprinting everywhere. With their 400 to 20% production rate, oh, my happiness went back down. For a moment there, it would have been 420. Okay, looks like my mines are finally starting to keep up. There's just, they gotta fill up all these silos still. Ever so slowly. But then they'll be all good. And I think I'm still meeting coal demand. It's more of a matter of delivery than it is of anything else. Okay. Good. Very good. These are basically, like, I've got a little bit of reinforced plank, but not nearly as much as I would like. I've almost filled up this with rails. What was I doing with this? What was I planning on feeding these rails into? Whatever. Oh, I was gonna sell the extra rails, that's what I was gonna do. They go to a general store, don't they? They do. They are worth 8 blue coins. Which will be worth getting set up since they'll probably get, well, it's like halfway full. How quickly does it make them? It takes 5 seconds, but doesn't actually output them that quickly because they can't. Okay, so let me get this all squared away. I'm gonna go over the food market. Then should be good from there. Is this the same height as that? Probably, but maybe not. It's a straight line from here, so if I scoot it over by 1 block, then I don't have to do another turn. Which is always desirable. Okay, we are seeing a surplus of red coins now, which is very important. Here until it's parallel with my farm. Okay. Then go this way. Come on. There you go. You can do it. There you go. And yes. All good. Should hit. Or needs to. Pretty sure. Let's see. We count real quick, I guess. 1, 2, 3. No, it is 1 block too high. Okay. Good thing I checked now. I just have to ramp it down and it should be fine. Whoops. Oh, jeez. No. No. What are you doing? Why? Oh, let me click. Oh, please stop flickering. Alright, good. Okay, now it'll work. It's just, I have to get to a point where I have excess. Why is this full? Damn it. Why Why is this one full? So let's see, when it produces one, it should output it and then push it here. I don't know. I shouldn't see new ones go into it at least, right? Right? So just watch the number for a little bit. I mean, obviously once it empties out, it'll be easier to tell. I think it's siphoning any it's not supposed to be. I must have just accidentally filled it at some point. Oh, no, there probably was a point where it was full and then I built all those mines. Okay. Why is that not outputting? Where are they going? Oh, they're getting sold immediately. That's the issue. Okay. Very good. Oh yeah, the bandages and whatnot for red coins. I think they get made at workshops. Do they get made at workshops? They do. They require 1 ointment, 1 cloth, and 1 poultice. That's a pretty extensive assembly line, which makes sense because it's one of like it is tied for the most valuable red coin item. I was gonna say, oh, maybe we'll do it later, but I do need a steady red coin economy because it is gonna take a lot to build my metal conveyor belt line. And this guy doesn't know how to find rocks. They're over there, motherfucker. Okay, so I'm gonna need another source of fish. This one is not, I don't know if it's tapped out per se, but it isn't, it's not what I want to mess with. This already has enough issues going on with it. Okay, and there's some fish over here. Do I want to use these fish? Some fish here too. These fish. I want to use these fish. Okay. So, do I? You know what? Let's buy some land and have a look. See if there's better fish anywhere. 6K. Oh, I found another shrine. Water temple. Neat. It's got some sugarcane by it and stuff, and lots of cotton. Oh my gosh, look at these fish. They're beautiful. These are the fish I'm going to use. It's going to be a long assembly line home, but well, maybe not. This seems good unless these were ones I literally just rejected, but they're the ones I'm going to pick now, so. Let me start by making sure I have flat land to work with. Tools, flatten down. No, not terrain down, flatten down. Okay. Do have to be careful, because if I accidentally erase the water, I will erase the fish with it. That's a shitty way to go. Okay, so that's some flat space to work with. Okay, and I'm very careful. I can build this into a little pond. I guess I don't really need to do that. It's a little excessive. So, I need boats. And the boats need to offload into silos or barns. So I will dam off this area. And it looks like I can have a boat in each corner. I don't know if I need that many boats. In fact, I probably don't. It takes 10 seconds to make one of these items, so unless I'm planning on scaling that, it takes 6 seconds to make an ointment. So I'll already be making a surplus with one setup. I'll stick with 2 boats just so I don't overdraw or overfish, I guess. Because I've got 3 over here, but this is for an upscaled setup. So I'll put 1 here, and then give them silos. you collect these fish and put it in that silo. You collect these fish and put it in this silo. Transfer them in sets of 8. Then, so I will need kitchen making fish oil. Takes 2 fish and 6 seconds. And will automatically have water, but that doesn't matter. Conveyor belt. And tell this guy to get rocks. No sleep for the, no rest for the weary. No, don't do that. I told you to do it wrong. Do that. Okay. So, fish oil. That. Okay. Are these in excess? I think they are, but I'm not confident. So I'll just build another herb farm over here. Building farm. Where is it? Right here. Guess I don't. Do I care about water? How much do I care about water? I'll just build it right there. And give it a small little plot, farm tiles, and herbs. Okay. Now I need to build a kitchen above this kitchen to take the fish oil. 2, 3. Ooh, if I set this up correctly, life will be a lot easier. So, I need 1 silo. Okay. So this silo, or no, sorry. This silo will pull from the farm. So let me get it hooked up real quick while I'm thinking about it. Okay, and that'll fill up that. But it will need to feed across. So this will be my output from the kitchen, but it will actually feed into this silo. Okay, now I just need to go up. Okay, now I can do that, and this. No, I can't. Delete that. That's a farm, not a kitchen. There we go. Kitchen. Back to fish oil. Set this one to ointment. Takes 2. I didn't. Okay, I did my math. I didn't realize. So 3 and 4 seconds. No. Takes 12 seconds to fill up this. It also takes 12 seconds to fill it up using that. That will impact the rate that I am producing the medical things at. So I probably need to double this. So that is what I am going to do. You new fish. Oh wait, let's not repeat the same mistake. And actually finish, or actually build the one on top first. Oh my gosh, let's not make the same mistake. Immediately does it. Okay, I'm getting tired. Fish oil. wait, I don't need to do that. I need 2 base kitchens. But I can have... I need 2 kitchens making the fish oil, but I only need the 1 making the ointment, because that's only takes 6 seconds. Okay. Alright. Nope, that one. And I can just build 2, 3, output, silo, input. Alright. So that, and I didn't actually finish hooking these up. So this one is a chute. I'll need a second farm. And a way to get that resource in there. I guess I still have this space right here. It's just gonna be a little tricky to get to. But not too tricky. I guess I'll expand this slightly just for shits and giggles, I guess. Because I have resources to burn. And because I'm scared about it running out. Okay. Plant herbs. I have plenty in shared storage, so that's fine. Okay. Let me set these so that they don't accidentally do things I don't want them to. Then, so that can't really be moved. This could be restructured. Question is, would I benefit from doing that or not? I could move it to the front of the building, so then it more closely mimics it on the other side. That could be a good idea. Then it also frees up this infrastructure or space so that I can set this up better. It's a huge waste of resources, but that's fine. Delete all the scaffold. Okay. So, I'm just going to kind of copy what I've got going on with the other one. Conveyor, silo. Need some grabbers. Okay, so that'll work now. Then, with the farms, which I, for whatever reason, didn't even make centered with. I can have the farms feed into the front. 1, 2. Okay, so output silo. Oh, that was part of the issue, is I set this up in a dumb way. Silo. Alright. Output, input, need a grabber. Same situation here. Well, I guess not quite similar situation. Oh, I need grabber there too as well. One here, even though I don't have my chute there yet. That's fine. No, I should make this lower and only raise it once I have to. That will give me more space to move the assembly line out of the kitchen. Okay, now it should be working. We should be making ointment at optimal rates. Okay, so we're making 1 ointment every 6 seconds. That beats our goal of what we need to be making it at, so I'll probably want to sell that alongside it, just because I know I'm not completely meeting demand on salves. You can see like some of these, if I hover over them, they're really low, or they are actually missing. Yeah, that's doing that. These are doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's just a matter of whether or not these can output fast enough. Okay, so yeah, alright. Next step in the process, I need to look at a workshop again. Wherever the hell they are. Somewhere, a workshop, anywhere. Here's a workshop. I also need a poultice. A poultice requires 2 herbs and a bandage in 4 seconds. I guess what I can do is I'm trying to make... I can scale it so I can make 1 medical wrap every 6 seconds, so I'll be limited by whatever my slowest piece is. Meaning that I need to produce 2 poultices in a 6 second... No, if I'm making poultice at their rate, so if I don't speed it up at all, it's just 1 every 5 seconds. That'll still meet my goal of 1 every 6 seconds. And then just some of this will be sitting empty for a sec. Okay, so now I need a cotton farm. And I only need 1, so I can make it small. Make it hug the natural landscape ever so slightly. Okay. Plant cotton. This goes back to telling my farms what to harvest when all of these are growing. That's terrifying. Why is that the case? They really exhausted that quickly? Good lord. Okay, you do herbs. You do herbs. You do cotton. Guess the question is that going to be a limiting factor? Because I was gonna like fucking triple dip from this shit. I guess it all regenerates at like the same time even. Be fine. If we're not fine, I'll deal with it later. Okay, so that's there. I do a workshop above it. I do like multiple workshops, so I don't know if it's necessarily ideal to stack them in this circumstance. So I need 1 workshop that is getting 1 workshop making cloth, 1 workshop making bandages, 1 workshop making poultices, and then finally a 3rd workshop that everything feeds into. So, 1 workshop, it might be in my best interest to make 1 workshop here that feeds above it, because that's the level where this stuff is. And then it feeds out. This will feed out into the last one. Okay, yeah. So the first workshop I'm actually going to put on the ground directly in front of the farm. This will be the workshop for cloth. Cloth. This will feed into a workshop directly above it. That will feed out. No. Hold on, hold the phone. Phones need to be held, delete. I need to space it a little bit better. Because then I can make it like level with this and I don't have to fight with it so much. Never mind, that was a huge waste because I forgot I'm gonna feed from the silos, not from the line itself. Okay, well, wasted cotton. And of of course I deleted my line as well, shit. Okay, bam, put that down, grab this, throw that there. Next workshop, place it for the upteenth time. Is that how I want to do this? Yes, it is going to be directly above it, robot. Okay, so now this is the level I will be working from. Am I going to run into the same problem I did with kitchens? No, that's fine. The bounding box does not get in the way. I deleted scaffold that I did not want to delete. Alright, so that's all full, that's all full. These lines will feed out the back into here. So I'll actually need to not have it face that direction. That's the direction it needs to face anyway now that I think about it, so I might as well put both of them like that. So, shit, no, I skipped a step. A bandage needs to go into a cloth. Or a cloth needs to go into a bandage. So I actually need to have this feed this way into another workshop. That is making the bandages. Skip the step. Okay. So, the cloth conveyor feeds out, and this will make bandages. Yes. So, how did yeah. I want the silo here. So 1, 2, 3. Put the silo here. Cloth conveyor into there for bandages, and out and into this for poultice. Okay, next workshop. This is the poultice workshop. And then feed from these into there without jamming up the line. Okay, good, it's high enough that it's not interacting with it. Make sure I've got it from both in case one farm is struggling. Does not need to be ideal or fully optimized. Okay. So now this should start outputting poultices at a pretty high rate. But this is going to be limited on its output, so the fact that I'm inputting a lot right now isn't going to really matter. But now we need the output from the kitchen into a final workshop. No, into 2 workshops. So I'm going to have to split this appropriately. Okay, of course, because it needs to be split, I've designed this in a non-ideal fashion. I guess I can just feed a line above it. So, two workshops. One workshop. 2 workshop. And they'll be making medical wraps. So, let me pause this real quick before I get going too far. You know what, let's prevent any potential future issues and just have 2 lines. Then I don't have to worry about splitters or the I/O rate of conveyors. Okay. Just good old-fashioned grabbers. And it'll honestly make this easier as well. Where are my conveyors? I'm just keep copying that one. Okay. And same above here. So, now we should be producing them at a reasonable rate. Now, it's just a matter of getting them to the apothecary. So, could be really fun and trying to build... Well, I was gonna say I could build a rail, but I don't need to output that quickly. And at 1 every 6 seconds, I probably can safely build a line using cloth conveyors. Not have to worry about the IO rate. So, that is what I am going to do. And if it ends up being an issue, well, I'll eat my words and be unhappy about it, but that's what I'm gonna do. What is this in line with? This is... Okay, so this is in line, more or less. What I can do is I get closer, feed it through on this side so it can go around the specialty shop. Would be ideal, because then I have plenty of space to feed things into that at a later time. So let me think. Ointment is what's going to slow this whole system down, which is fine. Is it slowing it? It is slowing it down, whatever. From having a complete double, which means the only thing I'll have in excess are the poultice. Do I want to attempt to sell the poultice? I probably don't need to. Moreover, I might just complicate things. And it could exhaust resources that I need. I guess I will potentially try and figure that out at a later time, but for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Build all this nice little scaffold. A glorious little silo to catch it all. Copy the cloth conveyor, and we should be all good. Let me put grabbers on the output and begin producing medical who's a what's its shit. They take cloth too. Fuck. So I need a second cloth farm. Alright. Yeah, you'll have a better time if you actually supply all of the ingredients. Okay, I'm going to delete these trees and put it here. Delete, 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 delete. That there. Actually need to modify the landscape a little bit. No, this will be fine. It'll water them as well, which will be nice. Maybe. Farming. Plant cotton. Okay, so it'll feed directly up into another workshop. And I will use a splitter with this one because I am going to struggle otherwise. So conveyor out from the workshop, set it to cloth, throw it on a splitter. Okay, and now I need to actually get the resources out of here. I'll put a silo in the corner. Get some grabbers. Alright. I just have to hook back up this input line from the other thing. Okay, now everything should be good. Oh shit. No herbs. Allowed to apply water, but hopefully, yeah, it's already jammed up the whole line. I keep forgetting to check that before building everything. Okay, now we should be good. Now we should start seeing some output. Alright, for now, I think cloth is gonna slow it down, but that'll eventually sort itself out. Well, no, because let me think. This system is building cloth every 8 seconds. Shit. But now cloth is the limiting factor, or is it? Okay, no, it is. Okay, it's fine. It'll get it done. Now these guys are making their way to town. Let's watch them go. I'm gonna start seeing my red coins skyrocket, and that'll fuel my infrastructure for upgrading my conveyor belts. So they're gonna fly into this little silo, teleport down, and go into the apothecary. Oh yeah, look at that. There's one of the 20s. Okay, let me mouse over some people and see. Oh, yep. Okay, so we're meeting that demand now. Honestly, we're not meeting the grain demand. What the fuck? My sandwiches are not sufficient. What's limiting? What's the limiting factor on my sandwiches? Cheese. Cheese is the limiting factor. My bread is wildly overproduced. I should try and sell the excess bread. In fact, I think one of these can support it. I could literally sell all of the other bread. So that's what I'm gonna do. How do I need to go about doing this? Honestly, I could literally just do this. And just go straight this way. Okay. And then do I want to make it lower to the ground? Probably not. Okay. This here until it smacks into my farm, and then rotate it. I can see what I'm doing to do that. That might be the limit factor. Because it doesn't do you a lot of good to have something if you can't build it. Okay, so even if I do smack it into the farm, how much is that really gonna help me? Not a whole lot. So I have to turn it there. I guess it does kind of help to hug the farm. Okay, I just gotta be a little smarter about how I'm building my scaffold. Unless, no, I might have completely made this inaccessible. I'm like, I guess I can just delete this. You know, that might be the easy route, is to delete the obscuring scaffold. And then just replace it when I'm done. Okay. I don't think it'll speed it up if I use silos to turn it, so I'm not going to. Okay. And the coal line's in the way a little bit, so I'll need to use a silo to get it over the coal. Hug the houses with it, so I'm utilizing my space best. Okay, where is that scaffold? It's this one. So the house line. Real quick, so like that. And I'll have a silo. I'll just ramp it down. Should be good to go. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot the coal thing I was just talking about being in the way. The coal. have to build a silo on either side of it. But I'll delete it for the moment so I can build my scaffolding. Okay, there we go. Coal is situated. Put that there. Get it all hooked up. Make sure that this doesn't output unintentionally onto it, which I don't think it would have, but still. Oh, wait, no, did that wrong. Put that here, and guess I can do it here. It shouldn't output. Yeah, because it's not on the same level. Then I have to go above it. Thankfully there's nothing there, so I can put that there as well without causing any problems. And build my conveyor. Click. There, drag. Change the direction. And then straight home. Okay. I just need to throw down some grabbers. A grabber. And I think this will solve my problem. And then I just need to keep an eye on this to make sure that this is producing enough bread, but hopefully that'll help me meet my grain demand now that I will have a plethora of grain products. I'm still shorted by cheese, but you know, you do what you can do. I'm selling a little bit of extra chicken, which is good. It means that system's only slightly in excess. How are we doing? I have actually gotten to a point where they are consuming all of my juice again. So that could potentially be insufficient as well, but I'm pretty sure the limiting factor on that is my throughput. Yeah. Though that can be changed, and that probably should be changed since it's now a problem. I know I'm feeding underneath and above, but because when I built this originally, it was balanced, but now it is imbalanced. So I have to decide how I want to do this. Probably have. I'm gonna delete this so I can modify it real quick. One go that way, and then this will just get a new line. Okay. Put this back here, or else bad things will happen. Okay. I guess I'll use a silo because I use a silo everywhere else. Maintain consistency. Help me identify what's what. Okay, so now I'm actually selling all of our juice, or more of our juice than we were before. Hopefully we'll start to see a surplus again. Yeah, it's immediately seen improvements, which is good because once we get more houses, they'll want to drink that juice. Bread's doing bread things. Is my kitchen still fine? I'm still not running out of bread. Running out of fuel. Why am I running out of fuel? That should be at equilibrium. No, it probably is. It's not at equilibrium. It's because these aren't outputting fast enough. Okay. So the limiting factor on how much bread I can make is how much shit I can put into my bakeries. Okay, Okay. Let me feed manure into this one directly. Because I actually have to delete this pasture, but to get to this, if I remove this, it will reduce some of the strain on this, but also this should be producing manure at a high enough rate anyway that I can just steal it to fuel this. Oops. Okay, manure. And then instead, I will remove the pusher here Said I'll remove the pusher there. So this is getting a direct line. And that should improve this. So it shouldn't get backed up as much. Okay. It has been improved, but it is not okay, it is exceeding demand now. Alright. Alright, that's been solved. Doesn't permanently solve a problem, but it's been temporarily solved. Yes, okay. What is this assembly line? This is the excess cheese line that exists but never gets utilized because I don't have an excess of cheese. No, what is it an excess line of? I think it's an what the fuck was this supposed to be? Don't know why I made this. Where does it go? What does it feed into? It feeds in... I guess it was supposed to be oh, it's extra milk. But there is no extra milk because I'm short on cheese. Okay. I have plenty and plenty of cloth. Could try messing with. Okay, yeah, because these are completely full. These assembly lines are just constantly stuffed. Honestly, this is such a mess. Eventually, once I get all the infrastructure upgraded, I'll probably destroy this and start over anyway. So I'm just going to ignore it and call it good. How is this doing? I can't help but notice there's nothing coming down this line. Why is nothing coming down this line? I am out of poultice. Why am I out of poultice? I'm out of bandage. Why am I out of bandage? Let me guess, this shit is fucking broken. It is, because I deleted a grabber somewhere. Okay. Okay, now things should be okay, and we should start seeing output of bandages again. People will be happy, and I'll make red coins, which makes me happy. Am I even meeting, like, resource demand? I am, which is good. So these stones are getting their job done. Yeah, that's full. Conveyors are full. Wheels are full. Basically. Yeah. And that's crazy to think, because, like, I'm meeting demand with wheels, and I've shut off half of my assembly line. It's just ridiculous how poorly I had set this up. I guess I'll get the workers back out of these so they're not wasting it. I mean, these machines aren't running, so, like, I'm not wasting red coins on them, but I am wasting potential workers. This one is working. Why is this one working? I think it'll probably be fine without it, but if it's not, I guess I'll find out. I guess I have to see which one this feeds into. Up and then splits. Okay, so this is like the middle one, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. If it is, I don't really know. It's a problem that can be solved later. But, okay, it's almost 4 AM, so I should probably call it there. Thanks everyone who came out again tonight. I didn't get... Still don't have my metal assembly lines, but I did solve some important problems. Namely, I improved my red coin economy, which is starting to fall behind. I've met some more demand. My happiness is increasing. Life is good right now. People have bread to eat, sandwiches to eat, stew to eat. In fact, they have too much stew. I can't deliver it all. Those hungry boys will need their stew. You know what? Let's give the hungry boys their stew before I leave. Okay. And that way that will ensure that I'm not wasting anything, because waste not, want not. So if I delete this and move this silo over 1, now that I've built up this line as well, I can just build above it again. Beautiful. Unlimited stew. Which again also seems to be limited by its output rate. Because everything is limited by output rate. Okay, whatever. And then just build a second line behind it, or the other one. Okay. But we're not going to stop there. I'm going to turn this into a mighty suspension bridge with a giant stone pillar, which is not a suspension bridge. This isn't going to be a suspension bridge. I changed my mind. Just going to have a nice big fuck you stone column in the middle of it. There we go, look at that. That's fucking hideous. Holy shit. Not gonna have that. Okay. I think I can get away with using regular scaffolding and saying that that's fine. Okay, at least it looks supported now. Okay, I'm serious now. I'm going to call it there. Thanks everyone who came out. Next time, hopefully, I will be less distracted and won't run out of red coins, and we can finally get these machine shops online and start producing metal conveyor belts, which will allow me to upgrade my massive networks of things, or redo them if I so choose, and then actually allow me to deliver goods to my town. Anyway, I'll see you guys then, and have a good evening.